So it's not the best day for me. I used to have better days. So I woke up today in the morning to the news of my dad's passing away. Well, it was okay, I'm okay. It was sudden and unexpected, but at the same time, I think I kind of prepared myself for this in the last couple of years. And I thought, it's a good opportunity to talk about death and dealing with death in various cultures, societies, and what are the best strategies. What shall I start with? Well, so maybe I'll tell you how it all kind of happened. So my dad has been in a fairly okay health. He's got some health issues he had bypasses and some other things and diabetes, but he was okay. He walked by himself, and he could easily live a few more years, without any issue. So that's that is a shame. But at the same time, although I'm emotional every now and then, I'm kind of glad that I managed to, kind of spend a lot of time with him and with my mom and other family members in the last couple of years, kind of preparing myself for this experience. Yeah, I didn't expect it to happen so soon. I thought, a few more years, at least, maybe 10, maybe even 20, but at the same time, it's okay, it's okay. My mom is fine as well, obviously not the best day for her either. My dad was very pragmatic about death. So he used to talk about death for like 20 years, and he made jokes, he was like, he was talking about dying. He said, no, okay, I'm not gonna die because I don't want to be a nuisance to God, I don't want to bother God, he used to make all sorts of jokes of this type, so I guess now he changed his mind and he thought, now it's time to be of a nuisance a bit to God and Saint Peter and whoever, so those jokes of his will live with us forever. And I think in moments like this one, it's important to focus on the good memories we have with the people that passed away. And for example, I know it's much easier with someone who's older. Like my dad was 74, so he was not he was not a young person. So it's kind of easier, obviously. But still, just focus on good memories. I spoke with my one of my ex-girlfriends who knew my dad very well. So she had some good memories. We had some good giggles together, today, and reminiscing those good times. And I spoke with quite a few family members. Yeah, we were reminiscing as well. So how to deal with death? So that's the thing. There is no right or wrong. Obviously, we all have our emotions, our personalities. But I think we need to remember that. I think Dr. John DeMartini teaches that if you cry, you are a little bit selfish, because the person that has passed away, for that person it doesn't matter, they're gone now. It's just you, and if you're crying too much and making a big tragedy out of it, you're making yourself the center of the whole thing. Whereas it's about that person, it's about honoring that person, celebrating the life of that person, honoring the life of that person, and just find a way to chill. Just I know emotions can be overpowering, but really, as soon as you can, don't spend more than 10-15 minutes crying your eyes out, because I think that should be enough. Again, every case is different, so I'm not telling you what's right or wrong, how to do it. I'm just telling you what I think is a healthy way of dealing with it. Cry your eyes out for 10-15 minutes, get over it, and just think, this is not about me, it's about the person who's gone now. How can we honor that person? And start, talking about this person in a good way with other people, reminisce, make other people feel comfortable. If that person was really close to you, for example, that's my dad. So obviously, if other people speak to me, I need to let them know that I'm fine, so they don't need to feel weird or, or not know what to say. I need to start the conversation and the jokes, and and also, that's what my dad would also want. He was always kind of a joker and and as we say, pragmatic about death, and not really making a big deal out of it, because we all need to supposedly die and go to the spirit. And for those who go to the spirit, that's the end of the journey. They're happy now, they're in a good world, if you believe that. And it's for us, we need to recognize that they live in our memories, and also they live in other people, because we copy other people, especially we copy our parents. So my family members, they tell me that, very often when they see me speak or write, even they see my father, in this. So our parents live in us. They don't die, so to say. And then other people, then if we have kids, then we live within our children. If we don't have children, then maybe other family members pick up some things from us and carry this on. When I had this idea of creating this video for you today, I didn't know how to start, and I did have an idea in which way I was going, and now it's going in a little bit different direction, but that's fine. So how do you deal with death of other people, and so sometimes I speak with some people here in the house or somebody else. I'm just telling them, and when I say, oh, my dad passed away, and I may become emotional in that moment and my voice might shake. Internally I'm feeling kind of all right, but my voice is shaking. So obviously this is affecting me a little bit, at least, of course. And so I'm fine, you don't need to worry about me. I'm fine. I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll be fine. My dad is fine as well, he's in a better world. He didn't suffer. It was fairly quick, he just fell. And my mom called the ambulance for 40. They spent around 40 minutes trying to resuscitate him. Didn't succeed, and they declared him dead, basically. So that was it, the end of the journey for him. And as I said, I think my mom is okay. Maybe I'm going to speak with her, I don't know, today or tomorrow. So I have those mixed feelings. I do want to speak with people, spend time with people. So I just went for a walk with a friend of mine. We spent an hour together. She told me about her departure, her farewell to her dad. She managed to say goodbye to him in the last moment. So that was good as well. So, I know. So I think what's important is for us to prepare ourselves for the goodbye. So what I did in the last couple of years, in the last, 10 years, but especially in the last 5 years, I spent a lot of time, I spent some quality time with my parents. I took them to my family all over Poland. We drove, and we visited lots of family members. So that was in a way kind of saying goodbye to everyone. I also managed, because of that, I managed to say goodbye to another uncle who just passed away a month ago. So I was thinking, okay, my parents are not getting obviously younger, so let me prepare in advance, and I think maybe that's why, because I prepared myself, I spent time with my parents. I'm not like in despair and, crying my eyes out, By the way, I also have a bit of allergy today, so it's allergy plus a bit of crying, so my eyes might look a little bit funny. And that preparation, I think, thinking about it, talking to my parents about death as well, these are the things that prepare us for those things. So I think make sure, no matter how old you are, make sure that you talk regularly to people close to you about death. What would they want to happen when they die? How would they want us to behave? How would they want the funeral? These are simple conversations, and I think in many cultures it's a bit of a taboo or something we don't want to talk about. Of course we don't want to talk about, but we need to. I think we need to talk about death to the people who are close to us. And have some kind of a completion. When they're gone, that will give us some kind of a completion. So we know that we've told them everything there was to say. They told us everything there was to say. We spent quality time together. We had our fair share of joy and maybe sadness as well. We shared lots of good moments. I think that's important. Yes, I managed also to record my dad. He liked to play accordion, so I on my last trip to Poland I managed to record him on video and a good audio recorder, so I recorded him in good audio quality and good video, so that's also a good memory that I will have of him. Basically, guys, so spend time with people you care about, and talk to people you care about death, so to say, in a kind of normal, pragmatic way. Don't make a big deal of it. Just like, hey, so if you die, what would you like to happen? What would you like? How would you like people to behave? How would you like us to live our lives? Or if. And then tell them as well, look, if I die, I would like this, or I would have these regrets, or I wouldn't have these regrets. So myself, I already told my mom, I don't know, a while ago, twice recently, that, if something happened to me, I don't want her to worry, because I think I've lived, I had a good life, I had lots of adventures, I experienced lots of amazing things, and my life in a way is complete. Yeah, there is still more to do, to discover, to learn, to experience, but so far so good. I'm really pleased with my life. Yeah, there are some things I'm not entirely satisfied, but it doesn't matter. I'm happy with my life. I lived what I wanted to live, and I told my mom, so hopefully she won't need to see my death. Hopefully she will die before me, but if something happens, I want people around me, close to me, to know that I'm fine. I don't want them to worry or cry too much, It's okay. And I've got lots of family members obviously calling me, and I have quite many here living in the UK as well, so we are in touch, and that again shows the importance of having good quality relationships, So it's okay to have 500 or 1,000 friends on Facebook, but you really need to have 5, 10 or 20 high quality relationships in your life, people that are really important, and you need to cherish the relationships, one way or another. So that's important. So death always brings some kind of perspective to all of us. So what are the things you can think of that are important, that need to be done? Just type them in the comments, and I don't know, what are your thoughts about all the things that I have said, or some of the things that I have said? Let's talk about this. Why not? It's important. Yeah. Okay, I think I have said everything I wanted to say, or most of the things I wanted to say, and again, thank you for being amazing, and I'm fine. I'm really fine, life is good. By the way, you might be wondering if I'm going back. No, well, I don't think I'll be going to the funeral, because I'm in the UK. My dad is in Poland, and if I don't know even how I could travel. I would find someone who's traveling and travel with them. I don't know even if I would be let through the borders, and if I did, they would put me in some quarantine or something, so I would need to sign some documents declaring that I will separate myself from others. So therefore I couldn't probably go to the funeral either, or I would risk some jail sentence or something. I don't know, so I'm not gonna even travel probably, and but that's fine, because only 5 people are allowed in the funeral right now in Poland, which is a bit crazy, but these are crazy times, and I'm sure my dad will be fine. I mean, he is fine. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. I did speak quite many times with him about the death, and he's all right. He's like, yeah, just cremate me. Don't be sad. Just the funeral needs to be in like normal atmosphere. Don't want any sadness. Don't dress in black too much. Just maybe blue instead. That's what I agreed with him, and Wow, lots of memories are coming to me. Ooh, interesting, huh? Well, on one hand, I'd like to finish this video, but on the other hand, I feel like I just want to keep talking. So if you don't want to continue watching, that's fine. You know, don't feel that you need to watch it till the end. It's okay. It's okay. How long have I been recording for? Oh, I can't see it now. Around 15 minutes or so. Yeah, 15 minutes. I think that's a good time for a speech and reflection on how to deal with death, you know. Yeah, okay, coming back to Dr. John DeMartini, he's got some great teachings on dealing with death, you know, like, so always look, if you're missing something about the person, what is it that you're missing exactly? Identify this and stop crying. Find it in other people, because if you miss something, you will notice that sooner or later somebody else will step in and will start this kind of displaying those features, those things that you're missing about that person, whether it were jokes or hugging or some kind of a way of being, you know. Don't cry, don't be selfish. It's not about you. And just start noticing those things in other people. You will quickly see that other people have those features, qualities, or some new people will show up with those qualities, or existing people will start displaying those qualities more and more, and you will start noticing them more and more, you know. So people are never truly gone. They're always with us one way or another. And yeah, that reminds me of a friend who lost her brother when she was, I don't know, 30 something, can't remember. He was younger than her, and they loved each other a lot, you know, so that was tough for her. But then again, he is with her all the time, so to say, you know, so it's very interesting. It's that death brings a different dimension to our lives, different perspective, and makes us richer in a way. So on one hand, it's something like, well, it's not obviously the best experience of our lives, but on the other hand, it makes us human. It makes us more emotionally developed. It makes us explore other areas of human mind, of human emotions, of what it means to be human, and, you know, of relationships with other people. We start thinking more about what's important, what's not really important. And as I said, I've been working on myself, improving myself emotionally, and also at the same time working on my relationships with other people, being a better person, better friend, cousin or brother, father, mother, not mother, maybe a better, you know, better family member, better friend for other people. This is important. This helped me build really good relationships with some people that I care about. Lots of my cousins, you know, we are together, very close, and my nephews as well. One of my nephews is in the UK, one in Poland, helping my mom with the whole situation, you know. So it's really great to have this support and people coming together. That's actually when I usually become emotional when I think of how supportive people are, how people come together and help each other. That brings tears to my eyes, you know. So this is important to me, obviously, and it's probably important to many of you as well, you know. So I encourage you, if it's not very important to you, you know, look at this again and maybe change your priorities and really put more importance into those important relationships with your friends, family, especially family, obviously. If you have, you know, difficult relationships with your parents, work on them, sort them out. If you cannot, just forgive your parents. You don't need to talk to them. Forgive them in your hearts. Forgive them. Wish them all the best, you know. If your parents are not alive, again, you can still work. You can have conversations with people who are not alive. It's not an issue. Just sit down in silence, meditate, call those people in memory, start talking with them in your mind, you know. It really helps. And it is believed, and there is some kind of a proof, evidence that we do really talk with those spirits, energies of those people, and, you know, that we communicate with them, because once they're gone, they're always there. The spiritual being, the signature is there, and we can communicate with it vibrationally. Yeah, we might not get the exact words, but we might get some emotions from them that are very clear, and we can understand it. We can ask them questions and they will respond in a way of, again, some kind of an impulse or thought, or feeling, emotion, and you can easily distinguish that. If it's like pure, satisfying, that's from them, that's from the spirit. If it's bad or evil or something, that's not from the spirit, it's from your mind or wherever. But if it's nice, pure, emotional, beautiful, it's from the spirit, it's from the people. So I encourage you to speak with the people that have passed away internally, and there is never a good moment for that, or good or bad moment for that. Just do it whenever you can. Like, I mean, it's Easter. Today is Easter, the 13th of April, 2020, and there is no good day for someone to pass. At the same time, every day is a good day. But so, what else can I say? It's a good day. It's a good day. It's a day like any other day, and well, I'm quite surprised myself that I'm taking my dad's departure so well, because less than a year ago my friend's dad passed away, and she was really touched by it. It was very difficult for her, and when she told me about it, I thought about my dad passing away, and it was a big shock to me just thinking about it. Maybe that was a kind of a vaccine as well for me. I started thinking about it more seriously, and now I was even more prepared in the morning. So when I got the news today in the morning, so and I'm fine. I'm surprised that I'm fine, but I am. It's maybe because I inherited from my dad this pragmatic approach to death. It's just death. It's not necessarily the happiest thing in the world, but it's just part of life, and we need to accept it. And the more we accept it, the easier it is for us, the better it is for us and for everyone, So yeah, that's what I believe. I hope this is helping you, deal with your life, with the departure of your relatives, of people close to you, parents, sisters, brothers, and with any other areas of life, relationships. I hope this is helping you. So that's why I'm sharing this with you, and I'm sure it is helping you. So thank you for watching this. If you're still watching, you're amazing. Maybe you need to watch it again to get the message, because you probably drifted away a few times, but that's okay. Thank you for being with me. It's important to me. I know that many of you will be watching this and knowing this. I know many of you will comment as well, and I know that this it's important to me, and I appreciate it, basically. So yeah, guys, thank you. You're amazing. I'll see you soon, okay? You take care of yourself. Bye bye.